Good day, everyone. I am Midshipman Alianza Ambrose Fern of Section Barium. Today, I will show to you our PNID process using our given diagram. Piping and instrumentation diagram provides information that includes component identification, how instruments are connected, where instruments are located, and function within the process. Comprehension of P&ID diagram assesses technician when troubleshooting and monitoring specific process. Our letter I represents heat exchanger. Comparing a heat exchanger to the piping instrumentation diagram illustrates symbols and function within the process. Steam is conveyed through a pipe into a sealed enclosed that acts as a heat exchanger. As the water passes through the heat exchanger, the temperature of the water is elevated. To read the controlled loop, series of steps are formed. Identification of symbols are noted by the letters. Letter A represents temperature transmitter. Letter D represents temperature indicating controller. And letter E represents temperature computer output. The valves allows the steam through the pipe, symbolizes these two triangles, and denotes the variables of a temperature transmitter. Is an electrical instrument which interfaces the temperature sensor to isolate, amplify, filter noise, and convert signal to send it to the control device. Letter A represents a transmitter that indicates the device to field the mounted, and the letter B represents as the electrical signal. Letter B represents as electrical signal. It is a voltage or current that conveys information.
The controller and indicator is the instrument where the transmitter sends the electrical signal, and shown the second letter, D, symbolizes temperature indicating controller. The role of the temperature controller is to measure the temperature on the thermocouple, compare it to the set point, and calculate the amount of time of the heater. It should remain switched on to maintain the constant temperature. The letter C symbolizes and represents remote location. It is board mounted inside the temperature controller. An electronic signal from the controller is indicated by the dark line. The controller output is connected to the transducer that controls the steam flow, indicated by the second letter Y. The functional identifier that transducer converts electronic signal to pressure signal, and as indicated square containing the letter I and P that line with diagonal marks. The letter H represents the actuator. The half semicircle and the PID line pointing downward indicates the globe valve. The pneumatic control diaphragm actuator opens and closes the globe valve. The globe valve is used to regulate the flow of the steam in the process.
And this is the P&ID diagram, symbols, and process. Thank you, everyone, and keep safe.